On the topic of stocks, though, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley has introduced the Pelosi Act. He says members of Congress and their spouses should not be using their position to get rich on the stock market. He says, I'm introducing legislation to ban stock trading ownership by members of Congress. I call it the Pelosi Act. Obviously, that's aimed at taking a shot at Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi, her husband, and herself. They've made some money throughout the markets. Some have accused them of insider trading. John Schnatter is the founder of Papa John's and with us now. John, welcome and thanks for coming on. What do you think about the Pelosi Act?
I like the Pelosi Act. I think they should be not only held to the standard of other corporate executives, but at a higher standard. Martha Stewart, several years back, went to jail for $300,000. And here these folks make millions, sometimes tens of millions, and there's no remedy. It's criminal. So I applaud Senator Hawley.
Yeah, it leaves many just everyday Americans or hardworking Americans wonder, well, you make $180,000 a year from your salary, somewhere around there, but end up being millionaires with many homes across the nation. How on earth does this actually happen? Money to be made in several different ways. I want to move on to this, the job market, and get your your thoughts on this. We've seen mass layoffs lately. I know you probably read about it as well. The Wall Street Journal reporting companies are cutting temporary workers. Employment through staffing firms have fallen for 5 straight months, and you founded Papa John's in '84. You built the chain to a worldwide platform, if you will. You've opened up a small business of your own since then. Talk to us about this. Your thoughts on the job market. As we've seen, there's a lot of tech layoffs here. Now you're seeing it with temporary workers, but there's this definite trend of people losing jobs.
Right. I think tech alone last week was over 200,000 jobs. So the pendulum several years back swung too far the other way, where people were paid not to work by the government, paid to stay at home. And that's now swinging back. So America works when America works. And at Papa John's, we are seeing a little bit of an ease on labor and employment and team members. It's not as significant as it needs to be. We're still having trouble getting people. But the labor pendulum is swinging back more in the favor of the employer. And these drastic swings are just unhealthy for the employee and for the employer. When you have these horrendous federal policies of spending excess dollars in the numbers of trillions, and then you have to compensate by printing money, you devalue the dollar, you cause inflation, and you have a cruel hidden tax on the future income of Americans.
Yeah, and inflation's all the way up, too. People need to have some sort of income. We are seeing these layoffs, though, in not only tech, media, finance as well. So a lot to look out for. John Schnatter, thanks for weighing in with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Emma.
You're welcome.